Hello and welcome to this mid-morning taste challenge. This will get us challenged up, so to speak, reviewed up till Tuesday. So it's got everything squared away for what I'm planning to do. That's going to mess up the schedule. But now if I don't do it, it's not going to really be a big deal because I've already got them in the book, in the bank. And we'll just resume, God willing, with the challenges on Tuesday morning at dawn. Well, this is one I've been looking forward to because we're finishing up. We've got Grant's 1887 Triple Wood. This bottle says Family Reserve. That's the name. But it's now called Triple Wood because this whiskey with no age statement receives treatment in 3 different wood types. All right. And I put the link. You can read about it. Matured, blended, and bottled by William Grant and Sons Limited, Dufftown, Benshire, Scotland. Okay. It says crafted to create a rich and complex Scotch whiskey with depth and character. I might be missing something. I haven't found it to be rich, complex, have a depth of character. I found it to be harsh, grainy, abrasive, mostly like grain alcohol and not pleasant. Obviously, people like it because it's a big seller and most liquor stores carry Grant's, and it's one of the top sellers in the world. So don't let me influence you because you might go buy it and say, I really like it. What are you talking about? James P. Madonna likes it. He's joined my Hangouts many times. He might say, I like it. What are you talking about? So I can only assess something according to my assessment. I taste it and I say, here's what I think. I try to be fair. I try to be fair. But from the first tasting, I just wasn't pleased with it, and it did terrible throughout the taste challenges. It never won a single taste challenge, and it tied once. I got them mixed up. And what did I do? 12, 15 taste challenges? Many. I had many Scotch whiskeys, so my friend David never even asked to do a solo review. Usually he'll say, let's do a solo review. All he did with Grant's was start like saying, it's terrible, it's terrible. My ex-father-in-law used to drink that because he said it was cheap and you could drink it if you had diabetes or something like that. And he was just going on and on. And then I was telling him later, I said, I wasn't too pleased with Grant's. He said, I told you, and he was saying, why'd you buy it? Why'd you buy it? And all that. I said, well, the fact that it's not good is really irrelevant because it's there, it's on the shelf, it's common. So I'm going to buy it and review it. I'm going to bring it into the taste challenge, whereas whether it's good or not, it really doesn't matter. Okay, this says Grant's. This label says other whiskey. All right. I did Hartley Brandy. Now, did I say Hartley Brandy was fabulous? No, I never did. Well, depending on which Hartley you got. Like the Hartley VS was not good. What did I score? A C-? That's probably being generous. Oh, man. Now, the Hartley Brandy, the one that's just called Hartley Brandy. It was okay. It was all right, actually. And then the Hartley VSOP was arguably even good. Arguably good. I've never tried any of the Hartley flavors, you understand? But you say, well, Hartley, that's sold in ghetto convenience stores and all these pejoratives. You could say that. You could say it. It's true. But I went to Total Wine and More last week. Total Wine and More, which is located in a better part of town. A well-heeled part of town, in fact. There's Hartley Brandy. All the varieties. I said, well, there you go. Same price as everywhere else. Total Wine's supposed to be this big discounter, but they're not really. They just have a big variety. I didn't find their prices were any cheaper than anywhere else. And then they had a lot of these private labels that I never heard of. And I was like, I'm not paying full price for a private label that I never heard of. Or even if I get a slight discount, I mean, I can go to Albertsons for that next time I'm in Hammond. And their private labels actually are cheap, you know, like way cheaper than Total Wine. So I'll buy a private label, but I'm only going to buy it if it's like significantly inexpensive, like the Trader Joe's single malt scotch, blended scotch, straight bourbon whiskey. I mean, those things are probably as flim flam as it gets. Okay. I'm sure they're all like aberrations in flavor and stuff, because I found that with other Trader Joe's liquor, especially the wine. The beer is hit or miss. So, but I'm not going to bother with private labels anymore, because viewers are like, oh, you know, they want to see, you know, brands that they've heard of. That makes sense, right? Yes. Okay. PM Partusius Maximus says Grants is like the toxic waste from Fukushima. And then he retracted a message. I wish I could retract every message I've made, every statement I've made. Sometimes it's too late. Metal cap. The Grants, I bought this at, where did I buy this? I'm pretty sure I bought it at Matherns. It was like $21.99. Now it's up to $23.99, but just normal price. But I know I wouldn't have paid $23.99. I just knew it. But I calculated, like, I was saying, well, why would I pay $15.66 for a regular size bottle like this when I could pay $5 more and get 1,000 extra milliliters? Answer, short answer, long. I wouldn't. I paid the extra $5. Now I get to suffer with all of it. Have you found Natty Daddy lemonade yet? I've had a zilch look. No, I haven't. And in fact, I did a locator tool thing, and it said not available in your area. I see other people posting videos about it already, photos, but they don't live anywhere close to me. So will it show up here? I just do not know. This, I do not know. Okay, here's the competitor. The famous, or some people would say infamous, Clan MacGregor. Green bottle. Green does protect it from the light more than clear. Now, does it work as well as brown? No. If you want a beer, wine, or liquor bottle that's going to protect it from the light the best, get brown. Unfortunately, most of these liquor bottles will be clear or green. Best case scenario is brown, but you'd be glad if you can get green. Okay. Oh yeah, they go on in the back about how it's so fabulous, you know. Imported and bottled in Edison, New Jersey. A blend of our finest. Yeah, it's their finest. That's why it's $9.79 a bottle, because it's their finest, you know. They don't put their finest in the single malt stuff they sell, which is a lot of it. Yeah, they put it in this. A blend of our finest malt and grain whiskeys. Complex, sweet, and mellow flavor. Actually, I'm ripping on it, but it is kind of complex, sweet, and mellow, to be imperfectly honest. Royal is my race. Your race? Royal is your race? Oh man, I am so triggered right now. That is a microaggression on that label, and I just am gonna write emails. I'm gonna do a protest. You know, I mean, I can't go on in my life without. I mean, I just can't handle it. Have you found that? Oh, I already addressed that comment. So here we go. Nice metal label. They've changed they used to have a red cap. I still see some of the old labels here and there. Some of the old bottles from 10 years ago. They don't look that great. They look okay. Not that great. All right, I'm done. It only took me 5 years. Now, if it takes me 5 years to get through a bottle of Clan MacGregor, that should tell you something. I am not in a rush. Clan MacGregor made from New Jersey river water where bodies are buried. No, it's only bottled in New Jersey. It's actually coming from merry old Scotland. Oh, I don't have enough Clan MacGregor. I got a solution for that. Haha. A new unopened bottle that I bought in 2016. Not so new. You know why I bought it? You say, because you wanted it? Right, but they had it on closeout at Walmart for $5. $5. Come on. they went to the big bottles. They still sell it, but they only have the big handle plastic, beautiful plastic. I'd rather have the glass, tell you the truth. Then my friend David tells me on the phone, why you didn't buy me one? I said, they only had 2 bottles left. I said, by the time I go back, it's going to be gone, which of course it was. When Walmart does their extreme discounts, the stuff sells extremely fast. Luckily, I live half a mile from Walmart, so I can go in there and catch a lot of them. Don't catch all of them, obviously, but a lot. I went in there this morning and bought some stuff, and they were like freaking out because I didn't have my mask on. I had it on in a nominal sense, but I kept taking it off. I don't really comply with that international communism so well. And then naturally, I said, I'm just going to ring this stuff up and get out of this joint, you know. So, of course, the last item wouldn't ring up correctly. It was supposed to be $4.97. It was ringing up $14.83. So the lady, I said, ain't no $14.83. Could you step back because you don't have your thing? It almost makes me want to have like a ray gun that makes everybody catch that, you know. But anyway, I'm not that heartless yet. So greenish gold, nice little lacing. This is more like gold. So I remember that Clan MacGregor's greenish gold. I remember that from the past. So then some manager guy, some floor manager, you know, some common department manager, but they're the worst type, you know. They got a little authority, so they're like little Napoleon, you know. I see him across the building. He's like telling the lady, hey, he's like, I'm thinking he's pointing. I'm like, yeah, keep pointing. I'm leaving anyway. Because we're rebels, man. Okay, here we go. So welcome to this little outpost of freedom in your prison world. All right. Where we make little blows against the empire here and there. But there are many factions underground. Now, another weird thing. Someone remarked to me saying, you know, you did 10 High whiskey, blended bourbon whiskey. Showing Hiram Walker on there, the old guy putting his foot on the barrel. He said, why don't you try the 10 High straight bourbon with the eagle on it? I said, straight bourbon. I couldn't understand why they had 2 labels. They got one with the Hiram Walker on it. Hiram Walker used to own it, but they got bought out. You know, Sazerac owns it now. Buffalo Trace product. He's saying, I said, that's why they got 2 labels. So there's an eagle label, 10 High. I said, I gotta check this out. So when I was at World Empire Mart, I always get confused. Walmart today. I said, let me go check out this 10 High, because they had handle bottles, you know, $16.99, or was it $15.99, something like that. And I said, look at this. It doesn't say blended bourbon. It did not say blended bourbon. It said bourbon with natural flavors. I said, oh. It did not say straight bourbon. It did not say straight bourbon. So the viewer got a little bit confused, which is understandable. There's 2 types, okay? So there's 10 High blended bourbon. Not that great. Not bad, though, actually. And then there's 10 High bourbon with natural flavors, which to me sounds more insidious than the blended. So I was like, do I really need this in my life? You know, I wanted to buy Old Charter. I wanted to buy actually a lot of straight bourbons, but 10 High was not on my list, and it's not a straight bourbon. So I was like, I don't know, man. If it said straight bourbon, I was on that, like white on rice. But it said bourbon with natural flavors. I'm like, You know what that means? It's not even aged 2 years. You don't have to age bourbon 2 years. That's a common myth. A common myth. People say that all the time. You know, bourbon has to be aged at least 2 years. I heard some people say 4 years. On website reviews, like YouTube, talking about the whiskey expert, whatever their channel was called. I was like, you need to work on your expertise, because it's not true. You could age bourbon for conceivably a month. 1 month, and it could be bourbon. Now, nobody's going to buy it because it's going to be clear, basically. I don't know. Some people might buy it. It's just, as long as you don't add color into it. But this one says bourbon with natural flavors. I was like, well, heck. I thought you couldn't add natural flavors, but that's straight bourbon, apparently. Straight. Not just bourbon and not blended. I said, well, you live and you learn. But that's a lesson I don't really want to learn. You know what I mean? I just don't think I'm about it tonight. We need herd immunity to this. Yeah, I know they lie. All they do is lie. They lie. Did I ever try Natty Rush? Well, no. I would, but we just don't see it around here. I don't know. It's like Natty Rush did not make an impact in Louisiana. Might in your area. Steel Reserve is killing it, man. Everybody got Steel Reserve alloy series here, there, and everywhere. Especially Tropic Storm and that strawberry one, whatever that one's called. And the Blue Raz. Oh, people buy that like just like they want to drink a lot. Okay. And away we go. I can't look because one is paler. I like the alloy series, says Hector Lopez. I do too. I thought I was going to ridicule it and make fun of it and earn some cheap laughs on YouTube, but I had to face reality. I actually liked it, and it was me with the problem, not the alloy series with the problem. But I'll admit it if I'm wrong. Oh, I think this isn't going to be much of a contest. I think the underling's going to beat the flagship. Grants is the flagship, the triple wood, and it's going to get beat by its cheap underling, which does have a website at least. What does this smell like? It's stinging my nose. It's so grain alcohol. Oh, man. That's everything I never wanted in Scotch, and even less. Okay. Over here, well, not much. There might be some peatiness, no smoke, and that's questionable, a stretch. It doesn't have peatiness. This I don't know. I think so. I'm not sure. I'm talking like Mr. Furley on a. All right. Here we go. Cheers to everybody on the planet. Man. I don't want to say anything yet. Wood and Steel Reserve sounds like an, yeah. It won't work. Okay. Oh, well. Not really getting a much. I'm not getting a whole lot of difference here right now, which is not good. Because my recollection of Clan MacGregor was nice. It was more bready. You know, it had a more bread dough from single malt Scotch and little peatiness. Had some like old wood in it, like old wood, like some old furniture. But that it was smoother than the old abrasive Grants. But right now, but what did I say? All these times, when you put one against another, it'll be a lot different experience than when you put it against something else. So you got to remember that. I'm going with the brother and the little hidden brother that they keep chained up in the attic. When you get on the Grant's website, they do not showcase Clan MacGregor. They acknowledge it, but they certainly don't focus on it. They're kind of like Anheuser-Busch when you go to their brewery tours. It's like, let's talk about, anyone have any questions? Any questions? Yes. Yeah, I was asking about King Cobra. They're like, they come out and say, hey, sir, will you come with us? I was asking about malt liquor. Come with us, sir. And then they escort you to the back room and beat you with hoses filled with lead. Actually, I don't know if they do that, but they probably want to do that. But they're not too keen to talk about malt liquor on the Anheuser-Busch tours. They will give you a funny look. Now on Miller, different story. They like champion it. We make a lot of malt liquor. Hoo, 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 hoo. And the audience is like, yeah, baby. I'm like, different crowd. Boy, I'm getting some sweetness there, boy. I think I'm nailing it down. I'm seeing all King Cobra bottles are brown bottles now in Los Angeles. Oh, yeah? Anheuser-Busch must have been watching my videos and a lot of other people's videos because we were complaining so long about those clear bottles leading to that skunk. You know what? I'm going to be scouting that out. Next time I go to the convenience store, which probably won't be too long from now. It won't be today. But I'm gonna be on the lookout for those King Cobra bottles. You know, the 40 ounce, which is all we get. We don't get any other King Cobra bottles anymore. Get 40 ounces in the cans. I noticed that the Bud Ice 12 packs is brown bottles now. It only took them 26 years to get it straight because they had it in those clear bottles for the longest time. That stuff would always turn slimy. I mean, like it would have a slimy mouthfeel. Like you really want to drink a beer that tastes like that has a slimy mouthfeel. But they always did make brown bottle Bud Ice, yeah, but only in the 18 ounce. No sense to that. But you know the bottle they wanted to make it look like ice. You get it? It had to be clear. Remember the old cut ice bottles? It was shaped like ice. So there was no. It had to be brown. It had to be clear. But now they've gotten away from those ice bottles for 12 years. So say, well, just make it brown. Oh yeah, this is Clan MacGregor all the way, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because that sweet breadiness is coming in, like good sweet white bread. Good sweet white bread. The harshness has faded away. Now it's mostly smooth. Oh yeah. Oh, let's go to this one. Unfortunately, we get to go to this one. Ah, the pain, the horror. Yeah, oh. I hate you. That's amazing. It's amazing that it would cost $6 more a bottle, but it tastes $6 worse than the $6 bottle, the $6 cheaper bottle. So am I sitting here telling you that Clan MacGregor is better than Grant's? Yeah, it's way better than Grant's, okay? Let's get this, enough's enough. Let's get it straight. It's way better than Grant's. Would I ever want to drink Grant's? No. Will I drink it? Well, yeah, I got to do taste challenges, but that'll be once every, twice a year. Well, that'll be fine. That'll be right up my alley. I can rest on that for 10 years and only be subjected to it twice a year. And I mean subjected to it. Good. I'm glad it's over. I'm going to rum next. Not today. In 5 days. Not now, but 10 years from now. No, but 5 days. And I got some really enjoyable rum from my first encounter. Was the Cruzan aged light rum. Now the Cruzan aged dark, that was a failure. But the aged light was interesting, intricate, exciting, and new. I liked it. So I'm gonna go up against Bacardi, Castillo, well, you know, the whole gang, all my little friends in the cabinet. I was about to say the Cabildo, the Caliber, the Bocador. I love that one. The Ron Pentalba. Actually, Ron Pentalba is not a bad clear rum, white rum, silver, whatever they call it. The gold is kind of ouchy. The Skull, dry white. Oh, that's a beautiful one. So woody. There's the United States Postal Service coming along. They better have that DC comic book I'm waiting for. Detective Comics. I got number 1022. Oh, well, Two-Face is running a cult. It's going crazy. But as we find out, the Joker's controlling him because the Joker implanted a little nano robot in his brain. Because Two-Face got depressed. He tried to kill himself. He shot himself in the head. Naturally, two vagrants happened to be there. They just, you know, happened to be there. You know how comic book stories work. So they said, let's go rescue him. Maybe he's got money. Or maybe he just has money we can steal. He had $75,000 laying around. But let's report it and we can make hay off of it or whatever. So then they got in contact. We were auctioning him off, you know. So they got in contact. The Joker showed up. And him and oh yeah, Hugo Strange. They did brain surgery on him while he was awake. Hugo Strange said, well, you have to do brain surgery while people are awake. It's a lot less risky. They'll for brain damage. So they got the drill out. And Harvey Dent was like, no. Well, he didn't care. He's crazy, you know. But they planted that in his mind, in his brain, so that he would start a cult. The cult of duality. You know, the Two-Face cult. So I don't know what's going on. But 10,021 didn't come in. I said, what? They skipped an issue, but that happens sometimes. But I said, I'm going to wait. I'll wait a week to call them because last time I did that, then it showed up. They'll jump issues with all this going on. It could happen, but I'm going to see. But I don't intend to miss an issue. No way. I hadn't missed an issue since May of 1986. Think I'm going to start now? No. And next month is the 50th anniversary of the beginning of Jack Kirby's Fourth World Tetralogy. And if you ever watch Star Wars and you know what I know, then you know what I know. You know what I mean? Okay. Boy, Grants, you're impressively bad. Okay. Yeah, well, you say that, Drewski Brewski, but it's a pretty good scotch, so Harvey Dent drinks Grants. He might. The Love Boat. Okay. $5 a pint. Can't beat it. Okay, here we go. It's enough talking. Clan MacGregor, the clear winner, as I predicted. Nice bready single malt scotch in there. You could call it whatever you want to call it. You can call it a a lower class scotch, a bomb scotch, a street person scotch. I don't care what you call it. I like it. It tastes good to me. And I'm unanimous in that. Now, Grants. It actually doesn't taste that bad right now. It's sort of caramel underbody, but it's not good. It's not good. I did give it a B-, but here we go. Here's the reveal. Boy, if I'm wrong, I'm going to be so shamed on the international network. You are not my... All right. Did I get it wrong? Did I pour the wrong one in the wrong thing? I don't think I did. But it does look light. It does look like Cran MacGregor. It does look light like Clan MacGregor. Oh, man. I'ma blame it on the rain. Did rain. Awa Chihuahua. Man, I don't know. I'm not drinking anymore. I don't know. I guess I could have gotten it wrong, but I just don't believe that. Doesn't say Grants, though. Damn you, Joey Jaja. All right. Oh, I got to do it. I'm going in to take a nap. When I awake, if it's still there, I know I have a partner. If it's not, I'll know I don't. Okay. It's kind of burny, though. I was talking outside. All right. Well, it's got some harsh little components to it. I don't know. I got a lot of things to work out in my head now. You know how you feel right now? I feel worse than that. Look, I'm not going to stress. I am going to stress out. I'm not going to stress out too much because I got Clan MacGregor mixed up with Grants, but I'm going to be pretty disgusted about it. Oh, I don't know what to do. You can act like a man. I can't. I'm a mouse. I'm not a man. I can't do it. I can't take it. I can't handle it. Well, I was so excited. I was excited like Blondie when they came out with the Hunter album in 1982. But then when the sales figures came in, then they weren't too excited. They were very depressed. In fact, they were so depressed, they broke up the band. And that's the way I feel right now. I'm not going to break up the taste challenges. No, I'll just lay around for days being conflicted, disgusted, sad. It makes me sad. Then Tuesday, I'll come charging back with full force. I'll be like Lisa and Cult Jam with full force. I'm going to be ready to go. You know, it's not going to, it's going to be rum time then. So I'm going to give the past the slip. And I'm not going to worry about this bad Grants experience, you know. Grants did me in. Grants gave me a hard time. Grants did me dirty. But I'm coming back strong. I'm Brian Fellows. I'm coming back strong. And I'm gonna really give it a great try with the doggone rum with Cruzan aged light rum. So don't feel bad for me. Don't cry for me, Argentina. I'm coming back strong. I'm gonna be like Dudley Moore. And okay, so that's it. So I'm coming back strong. Tuesday, get ready for rum. It's gonna be a rum extravaganza going on for about 2 weeks. And I'm gonna feel better about myself, the world, Clash of Titans, everything, you know. Christian Brothers. Clan MacGregor was your go-to a couple of years ago with Christian Brothers? Oh, okay. Permission granted. He says clandestine. Yeah, clandestine. Clandestine, Florida. Oh, well, heck. Dang, I'm upset about this, man. Sickening. Oh well, I'll get over it some kind of way. Well, Grants, I got to give you credit. You did terrible. And Clay MacGregor, you let me down like I was never nothing to you. You lied right in my face. And I don't need that in my life. Okay, so that's it. That's just the way it goes, and the way it's going ain't good. So I'm gonna have to do something like do a solo review of Monaco's Tropic Rush. Monaco Tropic Rush. 9% alcohol. Oh, you better eat some food.